Alright, you should theoretically be able to hear me now. Alright, is my audio there now? Awesome. How is the gameplay? Is the gameplay actually there, or is it glitching out on me? Because the last time I was streaming, that was one of the issues I was running into. Can't fight that one for a second. A bit low quality? We'll take a bit low quality over having latency problems like I had last time. Not good. 240 or 360? Huh. Okay, so I will have to go back in there and adjust that, it sounds like. Thing is, I should have it set to be streaming at my source, which is 1440 right now. So once this game is over, I'll do some looking into that. I heard a Dawnblade. I don't see a Dawnblade. Shoot the tether! Please shoot the tether. They did not. That works for me. Oh, spare rations. Nice. It's like the YouTube quality is 1440, but it just doesn't look like it. Alright. Noted. I will have to do some more looking into that after this. Nice. Chroma Rush with that, huh? Come on, teammate. Nice! It worked. In a roundabout fashion, but it worked. And then I catch strays. I had a feeling they were going to be on my left. he got away fast. What do you think about this game mode? Feels pretty off. It's alright. It's not great by any means, but it's not the worst game mode in existence. I'd probably throw that to Eruption, but that would be just me. Yeah, I can agree to that one, Vortex. Heavy being the main issue. Yeah, if it wasn't for the heavy ammo being what it is, I would say it's okay. The game mode overall feels like it's just a one big carousel, and with it playing like that, heavy ammo does show its ugly head as being a big issue for the mode. Alright, let me see if I can mess with my output here, my video output. Is it my downscale filter? It could be. If it's that, I can't change it while I'm streaming here. Especially since this mode has oh, that would explain why it's so bad. Well, I can adjust my bitrate, maybe that'll do what I need it to here. So let's adjust that to 6,000. Quality now seems fine. Okay. So it was probably my bitrate being a little bit too low. I think I had it like 2,500 versus 6,000, which is what I used to have it at. Hey, hope you're having a wonderful day. Yes, I am so far. A pretty good day. I finally managed to get a good recording session for my Warlock build, so I'm pretty pleased with that. $4,000, like the minimum for 1080 at 60? Ah, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I haven't streamed in quite a while, as you know, and so it's been a minute since I worried about any kind of bitrate issues or things like that. So, should be fine now. Chromatic fire, huh? Alright. Yeah, at least it's better now, that's good. Ooh, missed a headshot. Oh, I'm not winning that one. Ah, my team left. Finally got the strand bow after many hours of grinding the Warlord's first encounter. 17 sidearms before you got one bow to drop. I feel for you. That is unfortunate. Bye-bye. Yeah. Different game. All of my team left. Yeah, remind me, what is your god roll? I don't remember. Draw time and slice. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Got high ground in that slot. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty nice, especially for the way you play. That's really good. But if you hit that high ground shot right off the bat, you get the increased damage for that shot, and then you can do your ergo slides. That's nasty. That is nasty. And 4, just about. Nice. All right. So this match actually sticks around a little bit versus the last one. Finally got Sly's Headseeker Relentless back. Nice. I will say I do like that roll, especially on the Strand or Prismatic Warlock. The thing is nasty. Actually, I gotta be careful. I might want to go play my Strand Warlock. Either one of them. Well done, teammate. Well played. Nobody? Anybody? Nope. Slide down. Nope, I don't want to. Been using it on stasis with Icefall Mantles. Solid. There is no way. Icefall, Parrot Telesto, and nice. Ah, nice. That does sound like it's a very powerful little setup. I can't jump up through that? Well, I could have hit somebody. Just didn't. The stasis artifact perk that gives the class ability, yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of going to be glad it's gone, but like you say, also part of me is going to be sad that it's gone. Because I've got a warlock setup that can take advantage of that so well. You can literally cast Ice Staff every 10 seconds or so. Just as long as you're getting kills. Nice thing is with the Ice Staff part of it, you actually won't lose. The only part of it you will lose is giving your teammates massive amounts of frost armor through the use of Aladors. Couldn't think of the name off the top of my head. They've been disabled for so long. And you know what, actually I'll probably play that next game because it's a really fun loadout. Too slow on that. It would be nice to keep something like that artifact perk, but lock it to like a PvE only type thing. Like a Nightfall challenge card type of deal, where it's only for PvE. Because there are some things that in PvP, if you have access to stuff like that, it does not do the game all that well. Fun, yes, but... let's see. How long has it been since you started streaming? Which games do you like to play? Streaming off and on. Mainly just Destiny stuff. Is that a Spectral Blades? It is a Spectral Blades. Which means it's gonna be coming to my little... Oh, it's right there. But yeah, mainly just Destiny. A couple other games too, but those are mainly opportunities that I took to kind of like test the game out, see what it was like. Okay. You all have me wanting to play my Warlock for a second, but I gotta go to the tower first. Okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna go put my Wicked Implement on my Warlock so that the setup can actually be used. need to get the catalyst for that at some point too. I'll leave that as my main for this one. Okay. Alright. Let's switch classes. Alright. So, like I was saying earlier, I have a setup here that lets me just cast all of my abilities at all times. I just gotta make sure I'm using the right mods. I think that's right. Can I spam abilities faster than you can? Probably not, simply because Prismatic has the different timers in it because of the actual Prismatic cast itself. For a standard subclass, besides like a Devour Warlock or Titan, I think this is the fastest I can spam my abilities, while maintaining that my guns are my main tool. Because I think my Mask of the Quiet One Devour Titan can do it much better, but that's playing off of Devour and the Helmet being the main pick. This one is mainly playing off of Wicked being the main ability generation tool, because you've got Shards, Hunger, Refraction, and then Rending just gives me access to this. Where I should indeed have Rhyme because of Ballador's giving me the increase to the, or giving me max stacks of Frost Armor. Also, when I go ahead and cast my Rift near my allies, more super energy, and I get I think it's like a 2x surge, so I can 3-tap lower Resilience Guardians. So it's kind of like a pseudo Battle Harmony. Oh yes, very much so. Can't remember who was helping me set this up, but yeah, I can't remember who it was. But basically they were like, yeah, if you do this, you should effectively be able to spam either your melee or just anything all the time. Pretty much no downtime. And then for my strand setup, it's those options. Damn, I wasted it. Frost Armor, I don't think so, if I'm correct. I think it's something else. No, Amplified's getting the buff with next episode. Alright, where are my teammates? You get Frost Armor. You know, if I'm correct, Amplified's the one getting the buff. Mainly for PvE, though. Frost Armor, the only thing that's getting a buff with Frost Armor kind of included is the, I shot his snake. Damn. The only thing that's getting a buff with Frost Armor is the Renewal Grasps. The Frost Armor acquisition would be faster. That's the one thing I remember them talking about with Frost Armor that was actually getting buffed. I love me some special ammo. That should fly right over to me. Teammate. PvE only, I believe. But yes, you are correct. I kind of forgot about that because it doesn't apply to PvP. That's the main thing, is if it doesn't apply to PvP, I'm more than likely to forget about it. And that was one of them that is PvE only. Should still be over there, yeah? No, he went over this way. Thank you for the bump in the super energy there. Damn. Keep having two of them show up behind me. And it's probably the game making up for the fact that a decent set of games the last couple times. A little too low. Every time. Well, somebody doesn't like me. the 2 times you use it in PvE, yeah. I mean, it'll make my PvE Stasis Titan pretty nice. Other than that, it's not gonna really change much of anything for the class. And that's okay. Doesn't need to change much. I'll face tank that. Interesting. Damn. I couldn't get the freeze off in time. Did I give it to him in time? Said 4 teammates carry super to orbit. I feel bad for you. That sucks. I mean, to be fair though, I am also waiting for Heresy to drop, because that should give me the playlist that I actually want to exist in the game. So, to be completely fair, I understand that. However, their super only lasts for 10 minutes. That's assuming they even get one. So, I'm very curious to see them in action. On paper, I can already kind of get an idea of what's going to change and what's going to stay the same. Yeah, for your sake, I'm hoping that Urgo doesn't break, because then they're probably just gonna do what they did with Balladors and straight up disable it for like 3 months. At least that's what it felt like it was. It is going to be interesting though, seeing what happens with next episode, because there is a very good chance that Centrifuge becomes the big one for a while. Especially Ammo Bar, I hope doesn't break it. I mean, when I used it in Checkmate before, what happened was that you needed to get 2 summons in 1 life to get ammo. Because I did get ammo without Transcendence in Checkmate, or with the meter applied, but you needed 2 summons. So, likely that is gonna be the same, unless that is something they talk about tomorrow maybe, or next TWAB, but we'll see. Excited to catch a stream? Well, glad you can make it out. I mean, would be a yikes, yes, for your playstyle. For overall readability of PvP, I mean, it made sense. It's just going to be a matter of what do we see and how long do we wait to see it, type of a deal. I'll take that. Depending on how the game plays, if it plays better than it did when Checkmate initially came out, it'd honestly probably not be too bad. If it plays like it does right now, absolutely, it's going to be a nightmare. But we have, what, a week to wait it out? So, we'll find out in a week how bad it's actually going to be. Special ammo. Heavy ammo. Otherwise, Manticore Glaive, here I come? Yeah. I mean, from what I've been seeing, Glaive is looking to be the play for next episode. Considering that exotic glaives will require only 6 hits, melee or otherwise, to manage to pull it off. So, Prismatic Hunter with Hunter Exotic Glaive go wild. Warlock Glaive is gonna be insane with Incandescent. Yeah. My thing is gonna be not to sleep on the Titan one, because having a bubble like that for just hitting somebody 6 times, melee or otherwise, that plus the way that it's destabilizing is gonna work now, we're gonna have to be very careful with that. Yeah. Melee or otherwise. Melee or shot. It will not matter. That's what the TWAB said. It's going to be disgusting. Because there's going to be no easy ways to avoid that, especially considering they're getting the overall buff, which, considering high aim assist, like an aim assist overall bullet magnetism increase, like what they're saying, doesn't seem so bad on paper, No, 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 not that. Look at scoreboard. Hmm. What am I watching for? I'll take it. Ah! I'm seeing what you're seeing now. Now I understand. I was scanning over the scoreboard so fast I didn't realize you were on the team. Nope. Not at all. Got pulled mid-game. Oh no. Oh, so you're the one that filled in. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Happens more often than we'd like to admit. But yeah, that right there is my Ballador's Wicked Implement. For what I'm doing now, though, climb. Yep. Indeed. We'll rock this for a little bit. I think out of everything I currently use, this or my Final Warning is kind of the best overall. Only realized I loaded in when I saw my name pop up on stream. I see. Yeah, I didn't even realize until right there, 2 or 3 minutes to the end. Would join, but already uninstall again. Waiting on next season to see how it'll be. I mean, I do not blame you. I mean, out of everything I've done so far, I've kind of not been playing the game for a week or more. So, yeah, you're not the only one that's kind of just not done anything. Yeah, I've effectively not played much of anything over the past 7 days, so today's actually been pretty decent overall because of that break that I took. It's given me time to work on projects in reality. Alright, what map do we got? Jav? I think I can make this work. I think. Alrighty, let's see. Start off strong with some threadlings. Gotta say, was he gonna peek again? Now I'll put the rift down. need to hit my headshots with this. If I can actually proc the perk. That works. Oh, igneous. Fair enough. Give me my threadlings. Damn. That one didn't work in my favor. Arrogance? Not even. Curious. I had a feeling I was gonna die to the rose again. Let's go. Wasn't able to take advantage of it at all, but oh well. At least got it on the floor again. Too far up. Every time I go for that cast on the grenade. Always by something. I get so close each time. Not bad for our first match with it. I can do better though. Alright, what do I manage? Oh yeah, that's right, it doesn't say. I just have to guess what the bow gives me by the tracker. No, I'm gonna be filling in for a match. Maybe. I would have assumed that would have already been the match already, if it was a join in progress. I'll keep that like that for now. Yee, Citadel? Scary. Very rarely do I see that chestplate anymore, and that's actually kind of cool. There we go. No, he killed that one. Oh, too close. I'd like to use this before it goes away. Oh, that sucks. That would have been great. Apologies for the dogs in the background if you can hear them. Oh no. It was that close, huh? Grab this and get it off the map. Do I get around this? Maybe, maybe not. Nope. Sturm. Damn. Close. Should have just dropped it. Because then if they turned into that, my teammates that were there, or around there, may have been able to do something with that. Devour. Good on him. The fact I did not die to that initially, I'm getting out of there. What? Sad times. The trap is failing me. Teammate ate that bow shot right to the back. they took it away before I could actually use it. I did neutralize a neutral capstone. That'll work. Alright, so the bow is not great today for me. We'll move to this. Could take that off and go for another primary, but I think I'm just gonna stick with this. Oh, Bungie, you've got one hell of a funny way of choosing maps when I use a close range weapon. Uses bow. Citadel. Uses final warning. Disjunction. Bungie, why? This has got to be some form of crude humor. Alright. Well, let's do it anyways. Nope, teammate got that one. Oh, not quite. Bad positioning there. I should have just ADS and just strafed. That might have worked. Nice. 2 there. 3. That'll be a little bit more difficult. My threadling, please. It was beyond those. I couldn't see it because of the turrets. No machine gun. There we go. Not quite. So hard to track that. Yeah. Yeah. There was a few primaries. Everything else was an ability or special. That is the one biggest thing that keeps me from wanting to play the game right now, is the fact that I keep dying to anything with a green marker or anything that is tied to a subclass. if it's not any of those, it's a 120, a 140, or a pulse rifle of any variety at this point. 390s are actually being edged out in their current ability to compete. I think the only one right now that really competes, at least for what I was doing, was Yorm's Claw. This one specifically, to go off radar, have Radiant. This actually worked well with a prismatic setup. But yeah, I'm hopeful that the 5% increase to ability cooldown timers will help ever so slightly. Because I'm getting tired of running into just special or just abilities. That is the biggest thing that keeps me from wanting to actually upload or do anything with the game. Because if I keep dying to a special weapon that I know I killed, if I killed it, I more than likely A, either outmaneuvered him so he wasted it, outstrafed him if he sniped, or something of that measure in regards to fusions, glaives, etc. But in the current sandbox, they just respawn and they keep coming back in. And they always have green. While with the checkmate the ammo meter, you could have more per player. But with the original version of the meter, the slow one, you knew it wasn't gonna be until like 3 minutes in unless they were absolutely slaying. Which if you were also doing the same thing, you and that player are gonna be about the only two that have it, or you can more easily tell, alright, does he have special, does he not? Right now it's like rolling a die 20 and hoping to roll a 20 for intelligence or anything, but right now it's just special ammo, die 20, roll a 20, and just infinite special. Not enjoyable, to me at least. To those that enjoy it, sure, but to me it's not fun. And the saddest thing about the whole idea with the 111 meter system that we got going on right now, I can't counter them by running double primary to force their hand. Because I can deal with dying to a primary weapon. The ones that have really low TTKs, like this one, are less fun to fight, but I can still deal with it. Special ammo, which they just respawn with, I mean, I haven't used it over the past 3 lives, and yet I'm still spawning with it. So yeah, playing and dying to special over and over again is just not fun. Nice. I gunked that up. I could have used the weapon still. Nice. We managed to take the zone. Teammates are going for power. Missed a shot. That's fine. Could have cast my super there, I think. Yep, he's long gone. I missed a shot. I got how many with that? 3, 4? Wild. There we go. I was about to say, there's no way he just jumps above me and I don't die. I messed that up. I could have won that. There's a clone. Nice. 2 or 3 over there? Probably 2. Supers being a bit slower is also going to be kind of nice. So your one and dones won't be so fast. But the one thing that keeps getting overlooked, I think, when they do that is that Mantle of Battle Harmony, depending on weapon and depending on super, will be completely just overlooked. Because I can get a 2.5 minute super on stasis, mind you. Shadebinder, I can get a 2.5 minute super using Wicked Implement. Knowing that we're getting the BXR stasis pulse next, is it next week? Yeah, next Tuesday. Knowing we're getting that with the kill perks that is getting, I wonder how fast one could actually get a super, even with the new changes. Because if I can get a 2.5 minute with this, what would a Stasis BXR get? Or allow me to do? Alright. One map. Let's see. Do I shift gears again? Let's do the Briarbinds, but we'll put on Age-Old instead. teammate. Dang. My soul went away. Just as I was about to use it. It's too late to get over there to help with that. That sucks. Damn. Heavy's a plague in this game. Yeah. I can agree with that. From what Vortex was telling me earlier, apparently it's using the old timer. So it's not even using the proper timer. But, yeah. It is up way too often. 1, maybe 2 polls is what I think should be allowed, but I am no dev. I will let them keep doing their thing and hope that little by little they get back to a point where it's not just heavy with a side of everything else. No, they killed my soul. Yep, they're gonna have it again. Heavy ammo's up. Symmetry, huh? No. Special or heavy should not be up this frequent, but we'll see the changes coming soon. That's when I'm curious what'll actually happen. It actually worked for once. Let's go. Other side of the map. There we go. Oh man. Oh no. That fragment is so slept on. The fact you can create a Void Breach and an orb off of one kill. Oh, wait a second. No. I need to go to my Titan. That one to my Titan. Change character. Give me that one? Yes. Which one is it? No, I don't want this one. I want this one? No. That one. Okay. Now that should actually make for an interesting setup. Because while the Briarbinds one works, this one is more active. And then I can go for another targeting, because I'm not going to use it in air. That's set up right. Well, it's good, Mike. And yeah, I definitely feel like that's kind of the case right now. Is that you get into a match, you try to go somewhere, and then it's just heavy or special. Which, if this was the Crucible node to the right... Oh, come on, where's... Alright. Which, if this node over here was like a Mayhem type mode, I would be okay with the heavy ammo all the time. But since this node is supposed to be kind of your basic one, your everyman's Crucible, having heavy up so often makes it feel like it should be the node over here. Which is why I'm psyched for having the revamp to the nodes. Do I have the... I don't. And I don't have this set up for Void either. Yeah, if they were to do something like that, have it in its own specific space. Don't have it be everywhere. Oh, wait a second, I might have the boots actually to pair with this now. Maybe not. I think those are still the best ones I've gotten. Yeah, pretty much. It happened to me last game. And the game before that. And it's just a side effect of them not properly, or not going in there and nerfing what needs to be nerfed about heavy. Timer and ammo. If they changed both, it wouldn't be so oppressive. Yeah. Alright, let's see if this actually works or not. Because defeating a weakened target gives me an orb and a void breach, which my shield throw weakens. Bingo bango, it works. It works. We'll take it. And with Void Breaches, I don't even have that mod on right now, actually. Huh. So with this build mic, it's a bit more active than the one I was doing earlier in today's video. So it's actually playing a little bit better so far, because it's not something I'm sitting around and waiting for the Void Soul to go track to them. Did I not put that on? I do have that on. Melees. I'll live, let's go. Not for much longer, though. You know, this one's doing actually half decent, so that's a good thing. There's a third there? Alright. Thanks for the void overshield. Oh, they work versus the turrets. Oh, that's hilarious. I'll take some Devour. Throw. You hear Le Doge? Yep. I've got a few, so they tend to get allowed every now and then. Oh, I'm screwed. Damn, missed shots. That's fine. Should be close enough to my next melee here soon. I wasn't living that. About Trials becoming more of a just a loot pyramid type thing instead of a competitive mode. It's fine with me. As long as Bungie decides to actually make comp feel competitive, Trials being a loot-based mode is fine with me. Yeah, I was right. This is the better spot for this. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, is that if they make comp a better space for your higher bracket players with something that they want to keep playing for, be that a better bracket, a higher top end, etc., whatever it is that you need to do to make the comp players feel like they're being listened to, give them that. Give the players not in that bracket also a space to play, i.e. new trials, and the game's longevity in those two spaces will probably improve. However, they're gonna have to revamp comp at this point because of the fact that there's not really much in there that incentivizes anything. The new Pulse will incentivize for probably the first week, maybe two, with the Pulse being such a overall really solid weapon. But beyond that, ornaments, Trials of the Nine ornaments revamped or refreshed in such a way that the original sets are still the original sets. Kind of a redux version of those, maybe. So that comp is not handled by Shaxx per se, but handled by the Nine. And the Nine, or the Nine, I don't know, some kind of in-game thematic change-up that has a solid comp identity, and players should be happy. Will it work? Maybe. Will it just be kind of a... yeah, having the Emissary kind of take back that role? Because we need something that's disassociated from what we currently have as, like, quote-unquote bad comp and bad trials. That way players will actually get back into it. So, how they're gonna make that work, I don't know. I can hope they make something like that work, but it is too soon to tell. On paper, I like the Trials changes. Will I probably play Trials again? Yes, but I've got a specific weapon in mind. But that is kind of it, because... let me pull up the TWAB, because that's actually got what I want to talk about here. Heresy Crucible updates. There we go. Okay, so for sake of conversation... ah, it went away. Okay. Exalted Truth is what I'm going into into Trials for when it comes back. That left column. Almost all of those look very nice. Destabilizing rounds, to me, is going to be my preferred. But I've got two roles in mind, depending on what this redacted is, 3 or 4. First role, destabilizing rounds, Mag Howl. That should 2-tap most resilience levels and give you volatile rounds for rocking D-stab. If they don't change its recoil pattern all that much, it's going to be one of my favorite feeling 140s. Another role that I could go for would be D-Stab 1 for all for possible 2-taps. Will I have that role at some point? Yes. Will that be the main one I go for? No. The other role I go for, and these two roles are kind of interchangeable, Withering Gaze, Precision Instrument. I mean, that Precision Instrument's a tried and true weapon perk right now. Withering Gaze has not been seen on a primary yet, I don't think. So that pairing right there looks very interesting to me, especially if Withering Gaze has a 1-second activation window. Because with a hand cannon, that's honestly not that bad to deal with. Which should allow you to almost 2-tap most resilience levels. And if you run a Gear Falcon, you run a Omnioculus, anything like that. Or I guess actually the other item would be the new Hunter exotic. Or exotic or aspect? I think it's an aspect. Where you mark targets. This right here, depending on how it works, could effectively let you self-proc that idea. Okay, it is an aspect. Cool. Other roles I'd be interested in would be Slide Shot with probably Mag Howl or One for All. As far as origin traits, there is pretty much no diff that Suros is the best one there. Crucible maybe if you want to go for reload speed, but Suros is the way to go. So, for new trials, that's what I'm most interested in. Am I expecting much out of it? I don't know. It's a wait and see. They might. They might. But if I don't have to build an exotic into set aspects, and I can use that to proc that hunter one, bam. 120 Void? Bet. It's not on my character. Give me 1 second. Good 120 for Void. I'm gonna throw it on right now. I'm not gonna throw it on. This right here. Trust me, that one will get the job done. Roll is up to you. I went with Focus Fury because you can almost 2-tap. You might be able to 2-tap if you Radiant that one. So yeah, that one is kind of my favorite. It is best when you have no abilities up, so it has a bit of a learning curve for most. But if you can get over that learning curve, you're gonna have a really nice feeling 120. Huh. Well, that was something. So, like I said, you can adjust that one and mess with other rolls. I do recommend that you do give it a try at some point though, because it is really strong. With the... and this is the main thing that deters people, is the origin trait requires no abilities. But with no abilities up, you're looking at a weapon that has stats that overtake Ignis Hammer. And that is also assuming that you don't go, I believe it's... oh, I forget the perk name off the top of my head. Give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you. Well-rounded. If you go well-rounded, you're pretty much set at max stats for every slot. Oh, hold up. Huh. I just thought about something. There's a way to make this setup more powerful. Yeah, like Mike says, it acts like surplus. Now, my favorite class to pair it with is definitely a Void Gearfalcon Hunter. But with the changes coming to D-Stab, I might end up changing that to like an Omnioculus. Or maybe like a Graviton Forfeit type setup. Okay, I think I can spawn 2 orbs off of that one melee kill. Let me go in here and change something. I think I can do that. Right, 'cause it's... No. It's on my gauntlets. Yeah. Let's do that. Nice. That was worth it there for a second. What do I suggest on the Trials? Hawk a Sniper? You'll have to give me a minute to look at it again. So close. Alright. Trials Hawk a Sniper. Okay. Well, anything with Lone Wolf closing time is gonna be good, so that's kind of your tried and true combo. Slick Draw catches my eye in the short term. Beyond that, I'll have to take a better look at it again here. One track mind. Discord Slick Draw, Discord Lone Wolf, Discord Snapshot. Because then if you get the initial kill with your primary, then switch to the sniper to continue. And as long as you hit shots, you will always have ammo. So that's where my mind goes to the first pick. Or like a first couple picks. Because you want to have as much ammo as possible with a sniper. And the current ways you go about that include Discord. At least in my head. Alright, enough of your shotgun first, but primary if I'm doing something non-primary related. Let me go back here and let me pull it over here so you guys can see it. Okay, so what I recommend on the snipe. Snapshot, Lone Wolf, Slick Draw. That's for left column, for third, or for right column, opening shot, closing time, Discord. Moving target snapshot, snapshot Vorpal. Wait a second. Snapshot, Vorpal. No, not quite. That was a different setup. Okay. So honestly, Snapshot, Vorpal, pretty much almost anything on this snipe will work. It's up to user feel, mainly. That scope is probably going to throw players off. It's probably going to be a 50 or a 55 if I would have to take a bet. But I'm not for certain. Let's see, didn't they go back down here and show some of these? This one I'm looking forward to. Anything in the left, anything in the right. That's pretty much everything from that. Alright, Stasis BX, alright. Let's go take a look at that real fast. Right, is it Renrix? Yeah. Okay. First off, Sword Logic on a 450 lightweight with the BXR frame. That already really good. Pair that with Offhand Strike, your hipfire gets increased drastically. Lone Wolf and Sword Logic should work for your both hipfire and ADS. Encore is another solid pick. Zen Desperado would probably be a great pairing, offhand with Kill Clip, another good pairing, as it's pretty much what we have right now, just even better. Oh, I'm in a match. That's fine. Nope, don't shoot that yet. Thank you for playing into my hands. That's weaken. Dang, a waste. Encore Sword Logic is one of the main ones that I'm looking for. Offhand Sword Logic is another one. Those two rolls should cover me pretty well with that. Simply because if you have a BXR in the kinetic and the energy slot, now that gives you a 450 pulse that should feel very consistent. And building into the hipfire aspect of it, which is a main stake in why people actually like the BXR, is even better. Oh, I didn't proc it? Oh, that's sad. Run away. That took a while. Ah, you got that on Oversoul Edict. Gotcha. That's fair. Yeah, I'm mainly looking at that for just enhancing the consistency of the... what is one of the main features of that weapon type. Or weapon frame, I guess. From behind. Yeah, this is nasty. God. I went from having nearly just used my super to having half in like 3 kills. That's wild. Teammate, why would you do that? I think they partially overlook it, but it's also partially the players probably don't also have the pulse rifle. So it's probably a bit of a combination of both. Rip. Waste of a melee. This is my second or third super. So sad. Yes, I believe you are correct. You can debuff yourself. Not quite. Which, that's another thing that players are not looking at and thinking about, and actually, Mike, you just made me think about this. Collective Obligation has a reason to be used starting next episode because of Exalted Truth with Withering Gaze. Yep. That was nearly 4 supers that game. If I'm keeping track of them correctly. 4. Why does nobody... And I'm not running a high intellect stat, by the way. This is what Bungie considers a baseline intellect stat. Is this easier to get right now because of the artifact? Probably. But even if I took off the artifact, or at least everything in these ones, I'm pretty sure I could still make this work. That is insane. Yes, so, yeah. Thing is, they're not going to, mainly because they just want to play like what the Ascendant rank players play. They don't want, at this point, everyone who's left only wants to mimic one of the Ascendant ranks. Effectively. There are a select few that want to do something that's not. But side effect of the game being 10 years old and there not being any crazy shakeups over the course of 10 years. The biggest shakeups we had were probably Stasis and then Prismatic. Strand was like a step above, but nothing too crazy. You know, you've hit Ascendant lobbies when it's only Hinkin and Shotties and only the... yeah. Because that's the only truly versatile loadout that surpasses everything else, regardless of pretty much anything. Pretty much. Or they play Counter Destiny, which is effectively just the same thing, just less interesting. Yeah, that's how half the crazy stuff is found, is through build crafting or seeing something and remembering an exotic that added to that, or maybe detracted from it. Either way, however you want to build around it. Damn. Missed one that was close on the floor. I did not do that to somebody. Yep. That worked. Yeah, right now there's not a whole lot of room for experimentation, like you say, Mike. You need to find something that synergizes well, and if it doesn't, you're kinda shot out of luck. Because while my Cadmus implement setup will work quite nicely at times, there are some days and some times that it just does not work. Absolutely. Ooh, missed headshot. Yes, but I don't think Control is getting CBMM. I think everything else but Control is getting it. Yes. It's in the same TWAB that I pulled up earlier. To a lesser degree, but it is in there. Perfect, thank you. Oh, 6v6 will be... Quick play 6v6, open skill... Nice. It may not do us much, but it'll probably be at least something. found the full quote. Nice. Trials and comp, that is going to be a relief. Not much of a relief considering how low our player base already is, but it is going to be a relief. But that is nice to see. True. Because there is always a season spike, you're right. It's just how much that spike retains players. Well, here's to hoping it's something decent. Because we can get the PvP population back, the game will probably live on for another couple months. There's always a decline, but it's how much can you prevent the decline from spiking in the inverse of what you got. At least per reset, yeah. That is probably true. It's just how things play out. They experiment, people backlash, etc. It just happens. Yeah, I definitely think the Diamond Lance change will help bring at least some of them back. It might still be a little while though. But the fact that they did listen and they did experiment with the everything at all at once style is a good thing, because it means that we actually got... Bungie said, oh yeah, you guys want that, we'll try it. Now, feedback came in. Feedback was very pointed, and so they're backstepping on it. And that's fine. The model they've been using for years now is aged. The player base has... Let's honestly be fair here, the player base that is still around doesn't like to wait, probably because of what they do in their free time when they're not playing the game. But that is neither here nor there. I know that I play the game just to play PvP. The story doesn't really matter to me. I have other games that I can play for a better, more cohesive story experience. I play Destiny for more of like a Warframe style, just what the heck kind of... Okay. What the heck kind of story is this experience? I don't play it for a cohesive one. When they have really good campaigns, I like it. But it's not the main reason I play. I'll take that trade, that's not bad. Story isn't consistent enough on more than one occasion to have me hooked. There have been stories that did have me hooked, and honestly it's the seasons that not everyone enjoyed that actually had me hooked. Season La Deep. That story with Asa actually was pretty good. Was the activity not the greatest for longevity because of how they didn't kind of implement more on it as the season went on? Yeah. But that's just how it went. Yeah. Was the finale to that one alright? It was okay. Was the overall experience pretty good? Yes, it was pretty good. Is it as good as other Hive-themed expansions or seasons, episodes? Not really. It's kind of just middle of the barrel. Seraph was another fun one. I will give it that. And it was that one felt more like what Warmind did. So that's a good chunk of why that one actually did so well in my head. Is that it was more like the old Bungie Activision expansions than it was the just Bungie expansions. But that also happens when you've got the end of season or end of year expansion, is that that's the one that's had the most time put into it. So out of everything, that one's gonna feel the best. Good seasons are good DLC. Yeah, I can agree to that. Enter Lightfall. DLC was eh. Seasons were pretty good, aside from the first one. Yeah, you're in the same boat as me. I just keep playing the PvP aspect of it. I know your tricks. Defiance was forgettable. Deep was pretty good. Witch was good, and then the Lost was also really good. But we also got kind of the every other year, yeah, game fatigue is hitting us hard thing, which was Into the Light. So not only was Lost a hit of a season, we also had a fatigue bump at that same point in time. Exactly. Onslaught, and we also had the Raid Gauntlet. And let's be honest with ourselves, how many PvE players kind of stuck around or kind of just actually wanted to do more because of that being around? Having one of those that is on like a weekly or every other week type of rotation between the ones that we saw in the actual gauntlet itself and then like a secondary set that would take some maybe Wrath of Machine or something else, some old raids that have not seen the light of day since the Vault. I'm hoping so, but I have a feeling there's a lot of players that just won't build into the over-leveled armor and just stick with their current armor unless they rework how our current armor plays as well. If our current armor still allows us to spike like my Stasis Titan does, which, it doesn't show me here, is a 6, 8, 7... 7... something like that. Really high stats. Expecting... yeah, I would expect that. Actually, pretty much this stat split just better. There are things I'm expecting. There are things I'm not expecting. There are things that will have to change when the time comes. I'm looking forward to it mainly for the fact of it's an armor with an origin trait. Because if we go back and we look at some of those origin traits are going to be really nice. tomorrow? No, next week. Next week should be when we get it. 7 days. Oh yeah, DevStream, you're right. You're right. We probably should. Yeah, I do agree with you, Santiago. It felt better at that point. Yeah. I forgot about the dev stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be at work when it drops, so I'm just... Damn. I'll probably just put an earbud in and just listen to it. See if there's anything interesting. And then, go from there. Ah, it's fine. Whatever happens in there, I'll pop it open and read it. I know. I don't mind. That's honestly how I find out a lot about the things that happen in that dev stream. Especially since I work on Tuesdays, and they're almost always on Tuesdays. So, that'll end up working out for me pretty well, so. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. That'll be fun. Well, less than 24 hours until that dev stream, so we'll have to wait and see. Alright. I think with this, I'm just gonna go ahead and call the stream here. Been on for a while. Time to go ahead and work towards something else for a little bit. Yeah, we haven't gotten one in ages. Go with the Rat King and call it a day. Yeah. There'll be some interesting stuff on the way, that's for sure. But, yeah. Y'all have a good one. I will catch you in the next stream and next video, hopefully.